Ladies and gentlemen, today I will be talking to you about the incredible bodybuilder Ronnie Coleman. He is an inspiration to many, and his achievements in the world of bodybuilding are nothing short of extraordinary. As we get into the speech, we will be talking about Ronnie's incredible life, his achievements on the Olympia stage, and how he's still pushing the weight today. Moving into Ronnie's life, Ronnie was born in Monroe, Louisiana in 1964. As a child, he loved to play sports and excelled in football in high school and college. According to EssentiallySports.com, Ronnie Coleman would have been drafted to the NFL if it weren't for a career-ending neck injury. Ronnie did not start lifting weights until his late 20s, where he realized that he was a natural at bodybuilding and started to compete. Ronnie Coleman did not become a pro until the late 90s, when he won his first Pro Cup, the Canada Pro, in 1995. He went on to win his first Olympia in 1998 and proceeded to win the next 7 ones after that, winning a total of 8 times, becoming one of the greatest bodybuilders of all time. His energy on the stage made him a fan favorite for people to watch. Ronnie Coleman trained with much intensity and had a work ethic and dedication that no other competitor could match. He often spent 6 hours in the gym daily and would eat 6 to 8 meals a day with the nutrients and calories he needs to have his impressive physique. Ronnie Coleman served as a police officer in Arlington, Texas from 1989 to 2003. He also competed as his time on a police officer. He would lift before or after a shift. Ronnie Coleman credits his time as a police officer as to giving him his work ethic and devotion to his craft that helped him with his bodybuilding career. His time as a police officer was not without danger, as he was shot in 1997, but thankfully made a full recovery. Ronnie Coleman was assigned to the narcotics division, and it is said that his muscular build helped him blend in with the drug dealers he was tasked with apprehending. Ronnie Coleman eventually decided that being a cop and bodybuilding at the same time was too much work. So eventually he decided to quit being a cop and focus on his bodybuilding career. Ronnie Coleman had an aesthetic size, symmetry, and definition that made him stand out from his competitors. His famous pose, the most muscular, is the pose that he dominated in and would stand out from his competitors. One of his infamous competitors is Jay Cutler. Jay Cutler is the person who took his Olympia title in 2006 and proceeded to win the next 4 ones after that. Jay Cutler had size, symmetry, and aesthetics, where Ronnie Coleman had his insane mass and power. Their battle on stage was closely watched by fans of the sport, as the energy was always crazy during their competitions. Ronnie Coleman's time as a bodybuilder did not come without sacrifice. Throughout his career, he suffered many injuries, like herniated disc in his back and torn triceps. Even through all these injuries, he was able to compete at the highest level and dominate. Today, Ronnie Coleman is no longer lifting weights. Often, he's an influence to community, and oftentimes will spread his work through YouTube. And he also has written several books that show his achievements in the world of bodybuilding. And today, Ronnie Coleman is no longer competing. He has gone through many surgeries that have done more harm than good. According to Suggest.com, he has spent over $2 million in surgeries that have done more harm than they have good. Even though he has had all these surgeries, he still manages to be an influence to his viewers, as he still tries to stay fit as possible. Ronnie Coleman was a legendary bodybuilder who had an insane influence on the sport of bodybuilding. Throughout the speech, we talked about Ronnie's life, how he's doing today and his achievements on the bodybuilding stage, on the Olympia stage. Ronnie Coleman's influence on the bodybuilding world will be felt for years to come. Thank you.